Now I'm going to add white and Naples yellow. A little orange that will reflect the beach. That was the color in the rocks. And again, back to the light color of white and Naples yellow for the horizon. Now, if you notice, the horizon does not have to be pure. You do not have to have an absolute straight line that you can see every part of the horizon. It's called lost and found lines. So that there could be a cloud that's just kind of coming along and it's just hit part of the ocean. The main thing is that you get the advantage, particularly when you're on location, of seeing 180 degrees, and you can put as much of that as possible into a short painting. So that's what's so wonderful about being right on location. Now, I can add dark on one end, and it can kind of disappear into the other side. I do not have to have it all said and done. However, I find myself that I usually somehow cannot make the horizon of the ocean the same distance from the top of my canvas. So what I do at the end is I take my brush like this and I put my thumb on the top of the brush like this where the canvas is, and I measure it over here. See? There you go. It's 1/8 of an inch off. So I think that it's absolutely right, and it never seems to be exactly right. So I just have to raise this one, just raise it a little bit to make it even across. All right, so let's we could call this a day like this. However, I need to have a little bit more excitement on this rock. Just to make it a little more interesting. And I think I'll make, going into white, I will put a little bit of blue and a little bit of red to make it slightly purple. The atmosphere tends to turn things a little bit purple, and we're going to have just a little distant island out here. That island got a little bit big, so I'm just going to knock it down a little bit. It can be just a suggestion of an island. There probably would have been some water around this, so again, I'll make an oval shape coming around there. A very thin oval line way out here, barely touching that island. Okay, and let's see, we're rolling in for a finish here. A little bit of burnt sienna next to the water. A little bit of quiet shoreline. Okay, let's let's see. That more or less gives you a good idea of not only how to add color, pretty. Pretty. Little bit of stuff. A little bit of growth there. This one, let's just make this rock a little bit clearer. Notice I have done all my wiping off of my brush on this towel. When I'm out in the open and I'm doing plein air painting, I swear there are times when I have forgotten my water bottle. So, you know, when I use those little towels, it's so helpful. All right. Okay, let's see here. Should we throw a couple of boats in the distance? We might as well. I'm just going to add a little bit of color here, flatten my brush, and I'll put a little line here, flatten it out, a little line in the distance, flatten it out, a little bit of dark under there. Make it look like there's some waves there. Make it stand out. Well, I think that about does it. It's another fun painting. What do you think? I hope that you're painting along with me. And I hope that you've had as much fun as I've had. And if you've had to go back a few times, and if you've made puddles, you're going to change it. If you've made the water too white, you're going to add a little blue to it around the edges of the rocks. You're going to have at least 3 colors in the rocks. You're going to make sure that your horizon is even from one side to the other. It can be different colors from one side to the other. But when you put all of those things all together, you're going to have wonderful paintings, one after the other. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm so pleased to be able to talk to you. If you knew how much I enjoy painting and how much I enjoy sharing it. Thanks. See you soon.